Hi, my name is Madeline Johnson, and um, when I did the research on Charles Eliot and John Dewey, I was kind of surprised that the vocational education was dated all the way back to the 1900s and probably before that, but that it had that term. And now it's coming kind of full circle again. I know it's been popular, but I think it's even more popular these days with career academies and vocational training, just to make sure we are meeting the needs of all students and making sure that they're successful in whatever they choose to do. The difference between Dewey and Eliot is Dewey was in the early 1900s, and he really felt that vocational training was to meet the needs of the student. That teachers really needed to teach towards the interest of the student. It had nothing to do with the democratic society. It had nothing to do with the economic society, and he felt that the teachers should use the children's interests and wants and needs and teach to their ability. Now, if you fast forward to Charles Eliot, and he was in the before he became president of Harvard, he felt that vocational training was more part of a democratic society, that there were tiers of people, and that in order to meet the needs of the children, similar to Dewey, they needed to provide opportunities for everyone, but they did it more based on socioeconomic status than anything else. And him coming from a privileged background, he made it seem that that was better, and that he went into the business world while other people that were maybe less well off than him should go into the more trades business. And so that's where the vocational training came from that he really liked. And as we move into the career academies in education, and where the district that I am, that's where they're moving. I see it both ways. I see that we need to meet the needs and interests of the kids to make sure they want to learn and be successful after high school, because not everyone's going to go on to college. That's kind of where Eliot comes in a little bit, is because he knew that kids, not everyone would go to college, but they needed a trade or they needed something to do. I don't think it needs to be, you're in this class, lower socioeconomic class, you need to only go to the vocational training in the schools. You can't go to the 4-year university and then on. I think it needs to be whatever the kids want and need and show interest in. But every kid needs to feel successful. So I really like that our district is going towards the career academy, because it's letting the kids figure out what they want to do before they hit college. Maybe they don't need to go to a 4-year university, and maybe they can get some training in the high school and really focus in on what they like, instead of waiting, sophomore, junior year in college, and you picked one major and you don't like it. And I think more of the on-hands training is going to be great for kids too. Because when I went to my undergrad, I graduated with kinesiology degree, and now I'm a teacher. So, the kids will be able to kind of get their hands in different aspects of the careers that they might want to do or might see themselves doing. So I really like the career academies. I don't think it needs to be based on socioeconomic status, like I said, but I think it's a good move for high schools to try and meet the needs of all students and to make them feel successful, and then to provide to help the kids, give back to their community and stay within their community. If they're not going to go to a 4-year school, help their community by keeping jobs within their community. So I think it's a great idea. It's definitely come a long way. And I think the career academies focus more on the needs instead of the socioeconomic status of the students.